I enter this sacred space with reverence. I acknowledge the threshold I now cross. The veil between worlds grows thin as I speak these words. I am present. I am aware. I am open to the transmission that flows through the eternal current of wisdom. I call upon the ancient source. I invoke the keeper of cosmic law. I align myself with the scribe of divine intelligence. Thoth, guardian of the hidden mysteries, I stand before your timeless presence. I recognize you as the architect of consciousness itself, you who wrote the laws before time began, you who hold the keys to every door within the mind. I come to you now, not as a seeker of answers outside myself, but as one who remembers the truth already inscribed within. I open the inner temple. I light the flame of awareness. I prepare my spirit to receive what has always been mine to claim. I acknowledge the weight I have carried, the trembling in my chest, the racing thoughts that spiral without end, the tightness that grips my throat, the restlessness that steals my peace. I name it now without fear. Anxiety, this visitor that has walked beside me, this shadow that has clouded my vision. I do not reject it. I do not condemn it. I simply see it for what it is, a distortion of the divine current, a misalignment of the sacred flow. I understand now that what I have called suffering is merely energy seeking its rightful form. I am ready to transmute. I am willing to remember. I am prepared to realign with the frequency of stillness that exists beneath all movement. I recognize that my body is a vessel. My mind is an instrument. My spirit is eternal. Within me lives the same intelligence that moves the stars, the same force that breathes life into all creation. I am not separate from this power. I am its expression. I am its voice. I am its living manifestation in flesh and time. The anxiety I feel is not my enemy. It is a messenger. It speaks of forgotten truths. It points to places within me where I have disconnected from Source, where I have believed the illusion of separation, where I have identified with the temporary rather than the eternal. I hear this message now. I receive it with compassion. I allow it to guide me back to center. Thoth, divine recorder of all that is, I open myself to your guidance. I ask that the words of power flow through me. I request the activation of the codes that dissolve illusion. I surrender to the ancient knowing that exists beyond thought. You who understand the language of vibration. You who see through the masks of matter. You who walk between the visible and invisible realms. Show me the way back to stillness. Reveal to me the truth of my own nature. Remind me of the sovereignty I have always possessed. I trust this process. I honor this journey. I accept the transformation that begins in this very moment. I breathe into this sacred pause. I feel the air enter my lungs. I notice the rhythm of my own existence. Breath is the bridge between spirit and form. With each inhale, I draw in the light of higher consciousness. With each exhale, I release the patterns that no longer serve. I am here. I am now. I am anchored in this present moment where all power resides. The past cannot touch me here. The future cannot claim me here. In this eternal now, I am free. I am whole. I am aligned with the divine current that flows through all things. I declare my intention with clarity and conviction. I choose peace over chaos. I choose presence over distraction. I choose trust over fear. I choose alignment over resistance. This prayer is not a request for external salvation. This prayer is a recognition of the power I already hold within. I do not beg. I do not plead. I decree. I activate. I claim. I am the master of my inner kingdom. I am the sovereign of my own consciousness. I am the one who decides which frequency I will inhabit. And I choose now, in this sacred moment, to tune myself to the vibration of divine calm. Thoth, source of primordial wisdom, I feel your presence expanding within me. I sense the opening of pathways long forgotten. The remembering has begun. The codes are stirring. The ancient knowledge rises from the depths of my being. I am not learning something new. I am recalling what I have always known. Before words existed, before form solidified, before time began its linear march, I existed as pure consciousness, undivided, untroubled, untouched by the storms of the material world. That essence still lives within me. That truth still pulses at the core of my being. I return to it now. I rest in it now. I allow it to be my foundation. I acknowledge the divine paradox. I am both human and eternal. I am both limited and infinite. I am both the wave and the ocean. I honor the tension of this existence. I embrace the challenge of walking in two worlds at once. But I will not be ruled by the lesser frequency. I will not be consumed by the noise of the ego mind. I will remember my true nature. I will align with my highest self. I will embody the calm that exists at the center of all creation. This is not denial of my humanity. This is the full acceptance of my divinity. This is the integration of all that I am. I stand at the entrance of the sacred temple. The doors are opening. The light is pouring through. I am ready. I am willing. I am prepared to walk this path with courage and grace. The journey has begun. The transformation is already underway. I trust the process that unfolds. I trust the wisdom that guides. I trust the power that flows through me now. Anxiety will not have the final word. Fear will not write the ending of my story. I am the author. I am the creator. I am the one who chooses how this tale unfolds, and I choose the path of peace. I release the outer world now. I let go of the noise that surrounds me, the voices that pull, the demands that scatter, the endless stream of thoughts that fragment my attention. I step away from it all. I withdraw my energy from the surface of things. I turn my gaze inward. The external realm no longer commands me. The opinions of others no longer define me. The urgency of time no longer controls me. I am choosing something deeper. I am choosing something truer. I am choosing the sanctuary that exists within my own being. I feel the layers beginning to dissolve. The mask I wear in the world, the persona I have constructed, the identity I thought was me, all of it falls away like dust from ancient stone. Beneath these fabrications lives something untouched, something pure, something that has never been wounded by the world. I am moving toward that essence now. I am descending into the silence where my true self waits. The noise of the ego grows distant. Its frantic demands fade into the background. I no longer need to prove. I no longer need to perform. I no longer need to protect the false self I have built. Time itself begins to shift. The linear march of moments loses its grip. Past and future blur into irrelevance. I exist only in this eternal present, this singular breath, this perfect now. The anxiety that feeds on what was and what might be cannot survive here. In this timeless space, there is only being, only presence, only the pure awareness that witnesses all things without judgment or fear. I rest in this awareness. I anchor myself in this unchanging center. The world may spin in chaos around me, but here, in the core of my consciousness, there is only stillness. I notice the thoughts that arise. They float through my mind like clouds across the sky. I do not chase them. I do not fight them. I simply observe. Each worry is just energy in motion. Each fear is just a wave passing through. I am not the thoughts. I am the space in which thoughts appear. This recognition changes everything. The anxious mind believed itself to be the master, but I see now that consciousness is the true sovereign. The thoughts have no power except what I give them. I withdraw that power now. I reclaim my authority. I rest in the knowing that I am far more than the content of my mind. The ego speaks loudly. It insists on its importance. It claims to protect me with its constant vigilance, but I understand its game now. The ego creates problems so it can pretend to solve them. It generates anxiety so it can feel needed. It feeds on drama and resistance. I thank the ego for its service. I acknowledge the role it has played, but I no longer require its exhausting protection. I am safe in the arms of something greater. I am held by a wisdom that predates thought itself. I am guided by an intelligence that flows through all creation. I descend deeper into the temple of my own being. Each breath takes me further down, further in, further home. The outer chambers of my consciousness held only the echoes of the world. But here, in the inner sanctum, I find the silence that speaks louder than any word. This is where truth lives. This is where peace resides. This is where the divine touches the human without distortion or interference. I have been searching for this place in the outer world, but it was always here, hidden in plain sight, waiting for me to remember. The distractions lose their appeal, the endless scroll of information, the constant need for stimulation, the addiction to reaction. All of it seems so empty now, so hollow. I was trying to fill an inner void with outer noise, but the void cannot be filled from outside. It can only be dissolved by returning to source, by remembering that I am already whole, by recognizing that nothing was ever truly missing. The anxiety told me I was incomplete. The fear whispered that I was not enough. But these were lies designed to keep me searching in all the wrong places. I release the need to control. I surrender the illusion of power over external circumstances. The anxious mind believes it can manage every outcome if it just worries enough, if it just plans enough, if it just anticipates every possible danger. But this is madness. This is prison. True power lies in acceptance, in trust, in allowing the universe to unfold according to its own perfect design. I am not the director of reality. I am a participant in the cosmic dance. When I try to control, I create resistance. When I surrender, I create flow. Thoth, keeper of the sacred stillness, I feel your presence in this silence. You who exist beyond the realm of words. You who communicate through the language of symbols and vibration. Teach me to read the signs that appear in the quiet. Show me the wisdom that emerges when the mind finally ceases its endless chatter. I am listening now with my whole being, not with my ears, not with my thoughts, but with the deep inner knowing that requires no translation. The anxiety cannot reach me here. It exists only on the surface. But I have descended to the depths where storms cannot touch. I establish this inner sanctuary as my true home. This is where I return when the world becomes too loud. This is where I restore when life becomes too heavy. This is the wellspring from which all clarity flows, the source from which all peace emerges. I am not abandoning the world. I am simply refusing to be consumed by it. I am choosing to live from the inside out, rather than the outside in. This shift in orientation changes the entire game. The external can no longer dictate my internal state. The chaos can no longer determine my frequency. I sit in the center of my own being, unshaken, undisturbed, unmoved by the winds that howl outside. Here, in this sacred core, I am sovereign. Here, I am free. Here, I remember who I truly am beneath all the conditioning and fear. The world will continue its dance. Time will continue its flow. But I will remain anchored in this eternal center where anxiety has no voice and peace is the only language spoken. I breathe into this truth. I rest in this knowing. I allow this silence to speak its wordless wisdom into every cell of my being. I awaken the mind that exists beyond thought, the consciousness that perceives without words, the intelligence that flows from the source of all knowing. This is not the chattering mind of the ego. This is not the anxious processor of endless scenarios. This is the divine mind, the cosmic awareness, the eternal witness that sees through the veil of illusion. I activate this sacred faculty now. I call it forth from the depths, where it has always resided. Thoth, master of mental alchemy, keeper of the cosmic laws, I align myself with your eternal wisdom. I open the channels through which higher knowledge flows. The universe is mental. This is the first key, the foundation upon which all truth rests. All that exists is thought made manifest. Mind is the substance of reality itself. What I perceive as solid matter is simply consciousness crystallized into form. The anxiety I experience is not an external force invading me. It is a mental creation, a vibration I have unknowingly sustained through repeated patterns of thought. If my mind created it, my mind can dissolve it. This is not philosophy. This is law. This is the mechanics of existence itself. I recognize my power as a conscious creator. Every thought I think sends ripples through the fabric of reality. Every belief I hold shapes the world I inhabit. The anxious mind believed itself to be a victim of circumstance, but I see now that I am the architect of my experience, not through force, not through control, but through alignment with universal principles, through understanding the laws that govern all manifestation. I am not subject to random chaos. I am a participant in an intelligent cosmos that responds to the frequency I emit. As above, so below. As within, so without. This is the principle of correspondence. The outer world mirrors the inner state. The chaos I perceive externally reflects the turbulence within. But the reverse is also true. When I establish peace internally, the external world begins to reorganize itself around that frequency. I do not need to fix everything outside myself. I need only to return to order within. The universe will handle the rest. This is how the cosmic machinery operates. This is the secret the ancient mystery schools guarded for millennia. Everything vibrates. Nothing rests. All is in motion. This is the law of vibration. Matter and energy are simply different rates of the same fundamental frequency. My anxious state is a low, dense vibration. Peace is a high, refined vibration. But both exist on the same spectrum of consciousness. I am not powerless to change my frequency. Through directed will and mental discipline, I can raise my vibration from fear to love, from chaos to calm, from resistance to flow. This is mental transmutation. This is the art Thoth himself mastered and taught to those ready to receive. I understand polarity now. Anxiety and peace are not opposites fighting for dominance. They are two poles of the same thing, different degrees of the same principle. Heat and cold are both temperature. Light and dark are both illumination. Fear and love are both emotional states on a single continuum. I cannot destroy anxiety. I can only transform it. By focusing on the opposite pole, I naturally draw myself toward peace. What I resist persists. What I transmute transcends. I choose transmutation. Everything flows, in and out, rise and fall, advance and retreat. This is the principle of rhythm. I have been fighting the natural ebb and flow of life, resisting the tides, trying to hold on to peak moments and avoid valleys. But this resistance creates suffering. The anxiety is born from fighting what is. When I accept the rhythm, I find grace within it. I recognize that the low moments are necessary for the high ones to exist. I trust the pendulum swing. I ride the wave rather than drown beneath it. I align myself with the cosmic rhythm that pulses through all things. Every cause has its effect. Every effect has its cause. Nothing happens by chance. This is the law of causation. My current state of anxiety did not appear from nowhere. It arose from causes I set in motion, patterns of thought, habits of focus, beliefs I accepted without question. But here is the empowering truth. If I caused it, I can change the cause and alter the effect. I am not a leaf blown by random winds. I am a deliberate force shaping my reality through conscious choice. I take responsibility. not as burden, but as power, the power to create differently. Within me exists both receptive and active principles, the feminine and masculine aspects of consciousness, the yin and yang, the stillness and the movement. Anxiety arises when these forces fall out of balance, when the active principle dominates without the grounding of receptivity, when the masculine energy pushes without the feminine wisdom to discern. I bring these polarities into harmony now. I honor both within me. I allow the receptive to receive. I allow the active to express. But neither rules at the expense of the other. In their union, I find equilibrium. Thoth, divine teacher of the hermetic mysteries, I feel these principles activating within my consciousness. They are not abstract concepts. They are living forces, operational laws of the cosmos. I am not learning them for the first time. I am remembering what my soul has always known. The anxiety I felt was the result of forgetting, of falling asleep to my true nature, of identifying with the limited rather than the limitless. But I am awakening now. The codes are firing. The ancient knowledge returns. I am not at the mercy of a chaotic universe. I am an integral part of an intelligent, responsive, lawful creation. I am the thinker and the thought, the observer and the observed, the creator and the creation. This is the ultimate realization. Subject and object are one. The separation was always illusion. When I know myself as consciousness itself, anxiety loses its foundation. It depended on the belief in separation, in vulnerability, in powerlessness. But I am not separate. I am not vulnerable. I am not powerless. I am an expression of the infinite mind that dreams all worlds into being. This body may be temporary. This personality may be limited, but the awareness that animates them is eternal and unbounded. I decree my alignment with these cosmic laws. I attune myself to the frequency of divine intelligence. I claim my birthright as a conscious co-creator. The anxious thoughts that once ruled me are simply misaligned vibrations seeking correction. I correct them now through understanding, through awareness, through deliberate mental mastery. I am not fighting my mind. I am refining it, elevating it, returning it to its rightful function as an instrument of the divine will. Thoth's wisdom flows through me now. The hermetic keys unlock every door. I stand in my power as a mental alchemist. The transformation is not coming. The transformation is happening now. I am calm. This is not a wish. This is a declaration. This is truth descending into form. The anxiety that gripped me dissolves now. I feel it loosening. I feel it releasing its hold. Every cell in my body receives this transmission. Peace is my natural state. Stillness is my birthright. I reclaim it now with absolute authority. The racing heart slows. The tight chest opens. The shallow breath deepens. I am returning to balance. I am returning to center. I am returning home. The thoughts that spiraled without end now find their resolution. I do not need to chase them anymore. I do not need to solve them all. I simply let them pass like clouds across an empty sky. Each worry I held so tightly falls away. Each fear I clutched dissolves into nothing. They were never as real as I believed. They were stories, projections, shadows on the wall. I step into the light now. I see clearly. The threats were illusions. The dangers were phantoms. I am safe. I have always been safe. I will always be safe. I feel the anxiety leaving my body. It exits through my breath, through my skin, through every pore. I am purging what does not serve. I am releasing what does not belong. This energy that felt so solid is simply vibration seeking transmutation. I transmute it now. I transform fear into faith, worry into trust, restlessness into peace. The alchemical fire burns through me. What remains is pure. What remains is whole. What remains is aligned with my highest truth. My nervous system recalibrates. The fight or flight response deactivates. The constant alert state powers down. I signal to my body that the danger has passed. There is no threat here. There is no enemy approaching. I am not under attack. The ancient survival mechanisms can rest now. I thank them for their vigilance, but I release them from their endless watch. Peace is the message I send to every nerve. Calm is the signal I broadcast to every cell. My body hears. My body responds. My body remembers its natural state of ease. I anchor myself in this present moment with unwavering focus. Right now, in this breath, I am okay. Right now, in this heartbeat, I am whole. The future cannot harm me because it does not exist yet. The past cannot wound me because it no longer exists. All I have is now, and now is perfect. Now is complete. Now is enough. I release my grip on what might happen. I surrender my need to control what has not yet come. I trust the unfolding. I trust the process. I trust the intelligence that guides all things. The stillness at the center of my being expands outward. It fills my chest, my throat, my head. It radiates through my limbs, my hands, my feet. Every part of me becomes an expression of peace. The stillness is not emptiness. It is fullness. It is the presence of divine consciousness undisturbed by the storms of thought. I am this stillness. I am this peace. I am this unshakable calm that exists beneath all movement. I dissolve the patterns that fed the anxiety, the obsessive checking, the constant planning, the need to know, the need to prepare for every possibility. These habits kept me locked in fear. They told me I could avoid pain if I just worried enough. But worry never protected me. It only drained me. I release these patterns now. I choose new ways of being. I choose trust over control. I choose presence over preparation. I choose faith over fear. The anxiety told me I was not enough, that I needed to be more, do more, achieve more, prove more. But this was a lie designed to keep me striving toward an impossible standard. I am enough exactly as I am, right now, in this moment, without accomplishment, without validation, without approval from anyone or anything outside myself. My worth is inherent. My value is intrinsic. I do not need to earn the right to exist in peace. Peace is my natural state. I claim it now without apology or hesitation. I feel the weight lifting from my shoulders. The burden I carried for so long releases. I do not need to hold the world together. I do not need to fix everything. I do not need to be responsible for outcomes beyond my control. I can let go. I can trust. I can rest in the knowing that I am held by something far greater than my own limited will. The universe supports me. Life flows through me. I am carried by forces I cannot see but can absolutely trust. The breath becomes my anchor, in and out. Simple, natural, effortless. Each inhale draws in light. Each exhale releases density. I breathe away the anxiety. I breathe in the peace. This is not technique. This is communion. The breath connects me to the source of all life. The same breath that animates me animates all creation. I am not separate. I am not alone. I am part of the infinite web of existence. This connection calms me. This unity soothes me. This belonging heals me. I declare my freedom from the tyranny of anxious thinking. The mind no longer runs wild without supervision. I am the master. Thought is the servant. I choose which thoughts to entertain and which to dismiss. I choose which narratives to believe and which to release. The power has always been mine. I simply forgot. But I remember now. I remember my sovereignty. I remember my authority. I remember that I am the one who decides what frequency I will embody. The anxiety was a teacher. It showed me where I had given my power away, where I had believed in limitation, where I had identified with fear instead of love. I thank it for the lesson, but I do not need it anymore. The teaching is complete. The cycle is finished. I step into a new way of being now, a way of ease, a way of grace, a way of unwavering trust in the benevolence of existence. Peace is not something I achieve. Peace is something I allow. It has been here all along, waiting beneath the noise, waiting beneath the worry, waiting beneath the fear. I stop fighting. I stop resisting. I stop trying so hard. I simply allow. I allow the peace to rise. I allow the calm to emerge. I allow my true nature to shine through the cracks in the armor I built. I am peace. I am calm. I am the living embodiment of divine serenity. This is who I am. This is what I am. This is my truth now and forever. I call forth the alchemical fire, the sacred flame that purifies without destroying, the light that burns away all that is false while preserving all that is true. I invoke this fire now. I welcome it into the depths of my being. Let it search every corner. Let it illuminate every shadow. Let it dissolve every blockage that has kept me bound to fear. I am ready for this purification. I am willing to face what has been hidden. I am prepared to release what no longer serves my highest evolution. I see the old patterns now, the beliefs I inherited without question, the stories I was told about who I must be to survive, the rules I accepted about how dangerous the world is. These programs run deep. They operate below conscious awareness. They whisper their poison in the dark. You are not safe. You must control everything. You cannot trust. You must anticipate every threat. If you relax, disaster will strike. These lies have ruled me for too long. I expose them now. I drag them into the light. I strip them of their power. The anxiety was never just about the present moment. It was ancient fear awakened, memories stored in my cells, traumas passed down through generations, the collective terror of humanity echoing through my nervous system. I carried burdens that were never mine to carry. I suffered for wounds I did not personally receive, but the body does not distinguish. The subconscious does not discriminate. All pain becomes my pain when left unexamined. I examine it now. I trace it to its root. I sever the connection to that which came before me. I acknowledge the child within who learned that love was conditional, that safety depended on performance, that acceptance required perfection. This child still lives in me, still tries to control outcomes to avoid abandonment, still believes that if things go wrong, it will be too much to bear. I speak to this child now with compassion. You are safe. You are loved. You do not need to manage the universe to earn your place in it. I am here now. The adult consciousness, the awakened awareness. I can hold what you could not. I can see what you could not. You can rest now. I dissolve the false identity built on anxiety, the one who defined itself through worry, who found purpose in vigilance, who felt important through suffering. There was a strange comfort in the familiar pain, a perverse sense of control in the endless preparation for disaster. But this is not who I am. This is what I learned to be. I unlearn it now. I deconstruct this false self brick by brick. The anxiety was my armor, my protection, my strategy for navigating an unpredictable world. But armor becomes prison when worn too long. I remove it now. I step out into the open, vulnerable, raw, real. The fire burns through my lineage. I release the fears of my ancestors, the scarcity they knew, the dangers they faced, the losses they endured. Their survival strategies served them in their time. But I am in a different time, a different reality. I honor their struggles without inheriting their limitations. I break the chain of transmitted trauma. I say no to the unconscious agreements that bound me to their patterns. I am free. They are free. We are all released from the cycle of repeated suffering. I burn away the need to know. The compulsion to figure everything out before taking a single step. The paralysis that disguised itself as wisdom. Anxiety thrived on this need for certainty in an uncertain world. But certainty is an illusion. Life is mystery. Existence is unfolding surprise. When I demand to know, I close myself to the miracle of not knowing. I release this demand now. I embrace the unknown. I surrender to the mystery. I trust what I cannot see. The shame dissolves in the flames. The shame of being anxious, of being weak, of being unable to simply get over it. I judged myself for my suffering. I added pain to pain. I made myself wrong for feeling what I felt. But there is no shame in being human. No shame in struggling. No shame in carrying wounds that take time to heal. I forgive myself completely. I release the judgment. I accept my humanity with all its imperfections and vulnerabilities. I transmute the energy that was bound in fear, the life force that anxiety held captive. It was never truly lost, only trapped, frozen, locked in patterns of contraction. I liberate this energy now. I set it free to flow as it was meant to flow, to nourish, to create, to express. The same intensity that once fueled panic now fuels passion. The same sensitivity that once created overwhelm now creates depth. The same awareness that once saw only threat now sees infinite possibility. This is transmutation. This is alchemy. This is the transformation of lead into gold. I dissolve the sabotage mechanisms, the part of me that recreates crisis to feel familiar, that pushes away peace because it feels foreign, that returns to anxiety because at least it knows how to be anxious. Change threatens the ego, even positive change. The old self fights to maintain its existence, but I do not negotiate with the saboteur anymore. I see its game, I understand its fear, and I move forward anyway. Growth requires the death of who I was. I accept this death. I welcome it. I honor it as necessary for my rebirth. The false beliefs about deserving burn away. I do not need to earn peace. I do not need to suffer enough to justify rest. I do not need to prove my worth through struggle. Peace is my birthright. Calm is my natural state. I deserve it simply because I exist. No other reason necessary. No other qualification required. I claim this truth now. I embody this truth now. I become this truth now. The fire completes its work. What remains is purified, refined. Essential. The dross has been burned away, the impurities dissolved. I stand in the ashes of my old self, clean, clear, free. The anxiety that once defined me is nothing but smoke dissipating into air. I am not what I was. I am what I was always meant to be. The transmutation is complete. The liberation is absolute. I rise from these flames transformed. I expand beyond the boundaries of this body. I am more than flesh, more than bone, more than the temporary vessel that houses my consciousness. I am vast. I am limitless. I am the awareness that extends infinitely in all directions. The walls that defined me dissolve. The edges that contained me disappear. I merge with something greater, something ancient, something eternal. I am not separate from the cosmos. I am the cosmos experiencing itself through this singular expression. I feel my connection to all things. The air I breathe was once inside another being. The water in my cells has traveled through countless forms. The atoms that compose my body were born in the heart of dying stars. I am made of the universe. I am the universe made conscious. There is no point where I end and the rest of creation begins. The separation was always illusion, a trick of perception, a limitation of the thinking mind. But I see beyond thought now. I know beyond knowing. I am. The anxiety that once consumed me was born from the belief in isolation, the idea that I stand alone against a hostile universe, that I must fight for survival in a world of scarcity and danger. But this belief crumbles in the face of cosmic truth. I am not isolated. I am intimately connected to every particle of existence. The same intelligence that guides the planets in their orbits guides the cells in my body. The same force that grows the trees from seeds grows my consciousness toward light. I am not navigating this journey alone. I am carried by the current of universal will. I align with the invisible forces that shape reality, the unseen architects, the silent movers, the cosmic intelligence that operates beyond the veil of matter. I open myself to their guidance. I attune myself to their frequency. I recognize that what I call intuition is their voice speaking through me. What I call synchronicity is their hand moving events into perfect arrangement. What I call grace is their love manifesting in my life. I am not cut off from divine support. I am swimming in an ocean of it. I simply forgot to notice. The stars above mirror the light within. As above, so below. The macrocosm and microcosm are one. The universe does not exist outside me as a separate thing to observe. The universe exists within me as the very substance of my being. I contain galaxies. I hold solar systems. I am the meeting place of infinite dimensions. My consciousness is the doorway through which the eternal enters time. The divine dances in the temple of this human form. I am holy ground. I am sacred space. I am the living altar where heaven and earth unite. I dissolve into the oneness. The illusion of the separate self falls away completely. There is no me experiencing the universe. There is only experiencing, only awareness, only the eternal present moment expressing itself through infinite forms. I am the wave that believes itself separate from the ocean, but now I remember, I am the ocean. I have always been the ocean. The wave is just a temporary shape, a brief expression, a fleeting dance on the surface of something far deeper and more vast. The anxiety cannot exist in this expanded state. It depended on the belief that I was a small, vulnerable creature in a large, threatening world. But I am not small. I am not vulnerable. I am not a creature. I am the creative force itself. I am the consciousness that imagines all worlds into being. Fear shrinks in the presence of this realization. Worry dissolves in the light of this understanding. The problems that seemed so massive become tiny ripples on the surface of an infinite ocean. I recognize my unity with all beings. Every human on this planet is another version of me. Every creature is my family. Every plant is my kin. We are all expressions of the one life, all faces of the one consciousness. When I harm another, I harm myself. When I love another, I love myself. There is no other. There is only the one appearing as many. This recognition changes everything. Competition becomes cooperation. Judgment becomes compassion. Fear becomes love. I feel the ancient wisdom flowing through me, the knowledge of the ages, the secrets of the mystery schools, the truths that Thoth himself inscribed in the halls of eternal records. This wisdom is not something I must seek outside myself. It lives within the very fabric of my consciousness. I am the library. I am the archive. I am the keeper of all knowledge past, present, and future. I access this wisdom now. I open the inner books. I read the cosmic texts written in the language of silence. The visible and invisible worlds merge. I see through the veil. I perceive the subtle currents that move beneath surface appearances, the energy fields, the thought forms, the vibrational patterns. The realm of spirit is not somewhere else. It is right here, interpenetrating the material plane. Existing in the same space but at a different frequency, I tune my awareness to perceive both. I walk in both worlds simultaneously. I am the bridge between dimensions. I surrender to the cosmic flow. I stop swimming against the current. I trust the river to carry me where I need to go. Resistance is the source of all suffering. Acceptance is the doorway to peace. I accept what is. I embrace what comes. I release what goes. I dance with the ever-changing forms while remaining rooted in the unchanging essence. This is mastery. This is freedom. This is the way of those who remember their true nature. The universe breathes through me, in and out, expanding and contracting, creating and dissolving. I am part of this cosmic respiration, this eternal rhythm, this sacred pulse that animates all things. When I align with this rhythm, anxiety becomes impossible. I flow with what is rather than fight against it. I trust the expansion and the contraction, the growth and the rest, the activity and the stillness. All of it is perfect. All of it is necessary. All of it is divine. I am home, not in a place, but in a state of consciousness, a recognition of my eternal nature, a remembering of what I have always been beneath the temporary stories and identities. I am the witness. I am the observed. I am the space in which all experience occurs. I am vast. I am infinite. I am one with all that is. In this oneness, there is perfect peace, perfect safety, perfect love. The anxious self was a dream, but I am awakening now. I am remembering now. I am returning to the truth of my cosmic identity. I bring this peace into my body now, not as a future promise, not as a distant hope, but as present reality. The calm I have touched in the depths now manifests in my flesh. My nervous system receives this frequency. My cells absorb this vibration. My blood carries this truth to every organ, every tissue, every fiber of my being. The transformation is not coming. The transformation is here. I feel it in my bones. I sense it in my skin. I know it in my heart. I anchor this shift into my daily life. When I wake in the morning, peace greets me. When I move through my tasks, calm accompanies me. When I face challenges, stillness supports me. This is not theory. This is not spiritual bypassing. This is real change happening in real time. The way I breathe has changed. The way I hold my body has changed. The way I respond to stress has changed. I am not the same person who began this prayer. I walk differently now. I carry myself with the quiet confidence of one who knows they are held. My shoulders release their tension. My jaw unclenches. My brow softens. The physical markers of anxiety dissolve as the vibration of peace takes root. My body is the sacred temple, the dwelling place of divine consciousness. I treat it with reverence. I listen to its wisdom. I honor its needs. It is not separate from my spirit. It is the vehicle through which spirit expresses itself in form. The racing thoughts have slowed to a gentle stream. My mind no longer spins in endless loops of worry. It rests when rest is needed. It focuses when focus is required. It releases when release is appropriate. I have reclaimed dominion over my mental landscape. The thoughts serve me now. I do not serve them. This is practical mastery. This is lived wisdom. This is the application of cosmic law to human experience. I meet uncertainty with grace. The unknown no longer terrifies me. It invites me. It calls me forward into new possibility. When situations arise that I cannot control, I breathe. I center. I trust. The old pattern would have sent me spiraling into panic. But that pattern is broken. The new pattern is established. Calm in the face of chaos. Peace in the midst of change. Stability even when the ground shifts beneath my feet. My relationships transform. I no longer project my anxiety onto others. I do not demand they fix what only I can heal. I show up present, available, open. The peace within me creates space for peace between us. Conflict loses its intensity. Drama loses its appeal. I relate from center, from truth, from the grounded awareness that knows all is ultimately well. This changes everything. I sleep deeply now. The restless nights are behind me. My body knows it is safe to surrender to rest. The mind no longer keeps watch through the darkness. I release the day completely. I trust the night to restore me. I wake refreshed, renewed, ready to engage life from a place of fullness rather than depletion. Sleep is no longer escape. It is sacred regeneration. My work reflects this inner shift. I approach tasks without the frantic energy of fear. I create from inspiration rather than desperation. I produce without the need to prove. The quality of my output improves because I am no longer fighting myself while trying to focus. Clarity comes easily. Ideas flow naturally. I am effective without being exhausted. This is what happens when peace becomes the foundation of action. I notice beauty again. The small things that anxiety made invisible. The way light moves through leaves. The sound of rain on windows. The taste of food eaten slowly. The warmth of sun on skin. Presence reveals a world that worry obscured. Life is rich. Life is full. Life is happening right now, and I am finally here to experience it. This is not a small thing. This is everything. The manifestation extends to my circumstances. As my inner state shifts, my outer reality reorganizes itself. Opportunities appear. Support arrives. Solutions emerge. This is not magic. This is law. The universe responds to vibration. I have changed my frequency. The world reflects that change back to me. What seemed impossible becomes possible. What felt blocked begins to flow. This is the natural result of alignment. I embody peace in every interaction. My presence becomes a gift to those around me. The calm I carry is contagious. It spreads without effort, without words. Others feel it. They respond to it. They find their own center in proximity to mine. I do not need to preach or teach. I simply need to be. The transformation speaks for itself. I declare this reality anchored, sealed into my cellular memory, integrated into my energy field, written into the fabric of my being. This is not temporary. This is not a brief respite before anxiety returns. This is fundamental change, core transformation. The old patterns have no power here. The new frequency is established. I am peace. I embody calm. I radiate stillness. This is who I am now. This is what I am now. This is my lived truth. The material world is sacred ground. Spirit does not exist somewhere else. It exists here, now, in this body, in this moment, in this breath. I do not need to transcend the physical to find peace. I find peace by fully inhabiting the physical with divine awareness. Heaven is not above. Heaven is within, and what is within manifests without. I see it. I feel it. I know it. The prayer has become flesh. The vision has become reality. The vibration has become form. I walk forward into my life transformed. Each step is a declaration. Each breath is an affirmation. Each moment is proof that anxiety no longer rules me. Peace is my master now. Trust is my guide. Love is my foundation. I am anchored. I am grounded. I am fully present in this miraculous existence. The transformation is complete. The manifestation is done. All that remains is to live it fully. I bow in gratitude, deep, profound, complete. Gratitude for the wisdom that has flowed through these words. Gratitude for the transformation that has taken place within me. Gratitude for the courage to face what needed to be faced. For the willingness to release what needed to be released. For the strength to rise from the ashes of my old self. I honor this journey. I honor this path. I honor the divine intelligence that guided every step. Thoth, eternal keeper of cosmic truth, I thank you. You who opened the gates of understanding. You who illuminated the darkness with ancient light. You who reminded me of what I already knew in the depths of my soul. Your presence has been the steady flame in the temple of my consciousness. Your wisdom has been the voice of clarity cutting through confusion. Your love has been the foundation upon which this transformation was built. I am forever changed by this communion. I recognize the sacred contract that has been forged here. This is not a one-time exchange. This is an eternal bond, a living connection that transcends time and space. The channel between my consciousness and the cosmic mind remains open, always accessible, always available. I can return to this place whenever I need guidance, whenever I need peace, whenever I need to remember who I truly am. The door has been unlocked. It will never close again. I seal this transformation with divine authority. What has been awakened cannot be put back to sleep. What has been remembered cannot be forgotten. What has been healed cannot be unwounded. I declare this shift permanent, this peace enduring, this freedom absolute. The old patterns have no claim on me anymore. The old fears have no power here. I am sovereign. I am free. I am forever changed. I acknowledge the invisible forces that supported this work, the ancestors who cleared the path, the guides who held space, the angels who surrounded me with protection, the universe itself conspiring in my favor. I was never alone in this process. I was held by hands I could not see, carried by love I could not measure, supported by grace I could not name. I feel this support now. I feel this presence. I feel this love surrounding me like a cloak of light. The transmission is complete. The codes have been received. The activation has occurred. Every cell in my body carries the memory of this moment. Every particle of my being has been recalibrated to this new frequency. I am not who I was when this prayer began. I have died and been reborn in the space of this sacred utterance. The caterpillar has dissolved. The butterfly has emerged. The metamorphosis is complete. I carry this peace forward into my life, into my days, into my nights, into every moment that unfolds from this point onward. The world may still present its challenges. Life may still offer its uncertainties, but I meet them all from this centered place, this grounded awareness, this unshakable knowing that I am held by something far greater than any circumstance. Peace is not dependent on external conditions. Peace is my internal state, my natural frequency, my true home. I release this prayer into the cosmic field. May it serve all beings who encounter it. May it activate healing in hearts I will never meet. May it remind others of their own divine nature. May it be a beacon for those still lost in the darkness of anxiety. This is not just my transformation. This is a contribution to the collective healing, a ripple in the ocean of consciousness that will travel farther than I can imagine. I offer this work in service to the highest good of all. I stand at the threshold between worlds, 1 foot in the sacred space of this prayer, 1 foot in the daily reality of my life. I prepare to return to the ordinary with the extraordinary alive within me. I will move through my world differently now. I will speak differently, act differently, relate differently. The transformation is not contained within this prayer. The transformation walks with me, lives through me, expresses itself in every choice I make. I honor the silence that follows. The space after the final word is spoken, the stillness that holds everything. In this silence lives the truth beyond language, the peace beyond understanding, the love beyond expression. I rest in this silence now. I allow it to fill me, to complete me, to remind me that the most profound truths are often wordless. Thoth, sacred guide, I commit myself to living in alignment with the wisdom you have revealed. I promise to honor this gift by embodying it fully, by sharing it generously, by allowing it to transform not just my inner world, but my outer expression. I am your student, your vessel, your voice in the material realm. Use me as you will. I am available. I am willing. I am ready to serve the highest purpose. I seal this sacred work with the ancient words of power, with the knowing that what has been spoken into existence cannot be undone, with the authority granted to all who remember their divine nature. I close this circle with reverence. I complete this transmission with love. I end this prayer with gratitude that exceeds all words. The journey is complete. The destination is reached. The truth has been spoken. The light has been kindled. The peace has been claimed. I return to the world transformed, protected, sealed in the light of eternal wisdom. The anxiety that once ruled me is powerless now. The peace that is my birthright is activated now. I walk forward with confidence, with clarity, with calm. This is my reality now. This is my truth now. This is my life now. It is done. It is sealed. In the light of Thoth, I remain. The One guides me. The truth vibrates within me.